Hey there, it's Fabienne Fredrickson from boldheart.com, and today I want to share with you the super secret sauce ninja strategy for getting your clients better results than they've gotten in the past, even with somebody else who does exactly what you do. How can they get better results with you? The secret strategy is a bit of a bait and switch, but in an ethical way. Okay, so here's what I mean. People come to you because they want something that you have, right? That perhaps you have a solution to what they're looking for, you have a process, you have a product, something like that. And the idea is that you give them what they want. But what they want is not always exactly what they need. And I'm going to give you an example. So as you may know, I created the client attraction system close to 17 years ago. And I've worked with thousands and thousands of people on their client attraction and their business growth. And in the beginning, I would work with somebody and I'd take them through my process of how to attract clients, ideal high-paying clients, how do you close the sale, how do you get out there and market, and all that good stuff. And some people got it and they ran with it and they didn't question it. They followed the recipe, line by line, and they got results, like predictably. And there was another large group of people who would get the recipe, right? The client attraction system, the strategy, the plan. I'd give them everything. And they would then think about it and sit with it and procrastinate and start and stop. And well, because of that, they didn't get results as quickly as the people who ran with it, right? And I realized a long time ago, and then with more rapid acknowledgement of this, that sometimes people need more than what they want. And in the case of the second person that I described, they needed some mindset help. They needed help around their belief, their fears. They needed help around the rules that they have, their issues of deserving abundance and believing in themselves and accountability and structure. They needed to find systems for finishing what they started. And they needed belief in self and belonging to to a group that would believe in them, which had nothing to do with the thing that they said that they want, but they didn't know what they needed. Are you still following? So what I started doing a long time ago is to not just give people what they want, but for free, also give them what they need. So that means mindset, really looking at shifting their beliefs. So now everything that I do in all of my programs in Bold Heart Business and Bold Heart Self, we lead with mindset. We lead with personal growth. Because if you don't have a belief that you can make a lot of money, or you don't have a belief that you can charge more and get it, if you don't believe that you deserve to have a 6-figure business or a 7-figure business, you will not take action. If you don't have systems for accountability, if you don't have a group of people, a tribe who believes in you, you won't you won't implement. And so that's what I mean in terms of giving people what they want and then also giving them what they need. All of the stuff that they wouldn't necessarily pay for, like a community and all that good stuff. But you give that to them for free and they begin to create new results they didn't know were possible that they don't get with anybody else. So it's an ethical bait and switch in the sense that you say, yes, I'll give you what you want. But once they're in, you also give them what they need. And so I want to ask you, in your own business, when you've been working with your clients and customers for a few years, you kind of know what gets in the way of them getting results. And of course, you want to give them what they want. But I want you to start thinking about, what could you give them that they need? Give it to them for free. In addition to what they want stuff, what could you give them so that they get better results? and then just layer it on to what you're already doing. What I have found is that when you do that, they get better results. They create breakthroughs that they have never had, and they stay with you longer, and they refer more people. They give you great testimonials and things like that. So that is your inspiration for the week, is to start thinking about what is it that they really need, and how can you give it to them for free in addition to what your base service or product is. Okay? That's your assignment. That's what you should think about this week. I'm sending you lots of love. See you next time. Bye.